Are you crazy? So, you know they say people crazy that can just sit and hold hot stuff, but it has handles. Oh, but you know how the heat hits this? Okay, that is hot, T. Oh, she's nuts.
So they believe it, let them see it, let them see you. Choose to love and watch how it illuminates your soul. Show the world so they believe it, let them see it.
Hey, it's Kierra and I'm super excited. Thank you so much for watching. I'm super excited about this one because we are going to cook something that I tried before with my sister friend, and it's like some Parmesan, but we're gonna do, so I know some of us trying to watch our carbs, we're gonna try the artichoke noodles, amen? But make sure you click the notification button, subscribe and all of that good stuff, and we're getting ready to have a good time. So let's do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. I have Tiara here, and my tea is here. Oh, we looking at this one. My tea is here. If y'all don't know, this is who I'm always glammed by. She's a close friend, and it's just good.
Yes.
Hi, T.
Hey, Key. I'm happy to be here.
You're here.
I think that with this, it's gonna be so much better than it was last time.
Okay.
Because we did do it. But you added like so many vegetables and stuff to it. And I just feel like this is not that. This is almost like one of those meals where it's just gonna be fat.
So we're gonna try T's way. She don't like vegetables.
I do love vegetables. I love vegetables.
She don't want
not in it.
Okay. So what do we have? Butter, cream cheese,
heavy whipping cream, Parmesan cheese, of course our seasonings.
Yes.
We're gonna do a shrimp Alfredo, and we're gonna use the linguine. What kind is this? What is this?
T doesn't want to use my noodles.
I mean, I just feel like if you gonna do it all the way. Don't cut corners. Just do it all the way.
So at least we splitting it. At least we splitting it in half. We messing up, but we not messing up all the way. So she wanted to see what they are. They are linguine palmini noodles, hearts of palm. I love hearts of palm. We kept calling them artichokes.
Yeah.
Amen. But praying for us. Hearts of palm.
I thought it was the same thing.
No, I think it's a kind of, isn't it a kind of artichoke?
I think so, because it tastes like artichoke.
It's not artichoke. Hearts of palm and artichokes are different, T.
Okay.
She asked me, do you want to boil the broccoli or do you want to saute? I said I want to saute. She came on here and said, so we're going to boil them.
So wait. Okay, let me just, so you are telling me that you put broccoli from frozen straight into a skillet and start sauteing it?
Yep. And it works.
Okay, see, I was thinking that you boil it first to get it softer and then you
I got it.
put it in the skillet.
But we can do that. I like it cooked in the
No, I want to do it your way because I've never done it that way. I've always boiled it, and I'll put it in the air fryer or whatever, but it always needs boiled.
So we can take this off,
Okay.
like you saying. You want to just put it to the side?
Yeah.
Is it hot?
It is, because I turned it on to get it ready.
And you stand calm like that? Are you crazy? So, you know they say people crazy that can just sit and hold hot stuff.
But it has handles.
Oh, but you know how the heat hits this? Okay, that is hot, T. Oh, she's nuts. She's nuts. She holding it like it's okay.
It's not, it's really like lukewarm.
Okay, so how you take your showers?
So Ray said that I basically like be boiling and then I turn over like a chicken. So then while you're doing that, then I will start with the shrimp cooks fast too.
Okay.
So let's start with the sauce because it's gonna take a little bit longer.
So start with the sauce.
Can we do broccoli and shrimp at the same time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, T, how long have you been doing makeup?
Since like I would say like 2015. I never know how to answer this question because I went to beauty school in 2013.
Okay.
And I got my license in 2014.
Okay.
And then I didn't take it seriously.
Really?
Like, I literally, I need a knife.
Nice.
I literally,
It's all right here.
I went to beauty school and I got my license, and I never thought that I could do makeup as a career.
Okay.
So when I went to beauty school, like the only like true makeup artists that you would see would be the ones at the Mac counter. And I'm like, I can't go to school and then just like work at the Mac counter, which granted is wrong pan. Okay, so we put the butter in the saucepan.
Okay.
We're gonna let that melt down.
And T's making the Alfredo sauce, which I'm not. She taught me how to make it the last time, but we're getting it.
Okay, so but the last time we made it plant-based, remember?
We did. What
The
did
whole
we use?
thing-
Oh, we used the other milk.
Yep.
Yes.
And we used it was like the plant-based butter with it had chives in it and stuff.
Oh.
Remember?
And you did not like it, but it was so good.
Now the sauce wasn't bad though.
It wasn't.
Because I actually ended up buying it after that, and I went home and I
See?
made it myself, but I added a little bit of extra stuff in it.
So we should have did that, T. We should have did the plant-based Parmesan. So T made a plant-based Parmesan. I'm talking about plant-based Parmesan tea. But it was a plant-based Parmesan sauce. And it was so good. You heard her say it. We used, let me see if it's some in here. We used the other kind of milk. Ain't none in here. But it was the other kind of milk. And it was really good. And then we used the other kind of milk, like you said, the alternatives.
And
So-
it was good. It really wasn't bad. I have tried plant-based because of my my condition, like because plant-based is better for me. So I don't eat a lot of dairy, and I think
Yeah.
that's why I also don't cook a lot, because basically I feel like I cook fat.
It's we like what we like. Amen.
Like, you know, like everything. I love pasta, and at that point I just don't need to cook. All right, so we're gonna do a half a stick of cream cheese.
Okay, a half stick of cream cheese, and then you put in butter.
I put the butter in already.
How much of the butter did you do?
I did half a stick of butter.
Okay, so I guess I understand too, T, why you're saying I don't usually put my frozen broccoli on the skillet. You let it basically thaw out, then you put it on the skillet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't put it on the skillet at all.
Okay. So
I
you
just put it on my broccoli.
Okay.
Okay, so with this, we do need to start stirring this. So we need a spoon.
So you were telling me before you thought that you didn't want to make a career out of working at the Mac counter for just makeup.
Because I really didn't think it was possible. I didn't think, like, I was 19 at the time. And I just didn't think that that would be something that, like, you know how you go to school and you basically, I had left community college.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, maybe I should just, like, go to beauty school since I was just trying to figure out something to do.
Okay.
It wasn't like I was going to beauty school to actually become a makeup artist. I just wanted to learn how to do my makeup.
Got it.
Because I loved makeup.
Oh, so that really wasn't your intention.
It wasn't my intention.
Wow.
So I thought I was just killing time to be productive because I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Okay.
But I loved makeup because, you know, what do they say? If you're trying to figure out, like, or not feel like you work a day in your life,
Yes.
think about what you love to do.
Love
so you
it.
won't ever feel like you're working.
Yes.
And so I'm like, well, I'm going to go and then let's just see how it goes. But at least I'll learn how to do my own makeup.
Okay.
Because I had went to beauty school and I wanted to practice. And,
Okay.
you know, I had graduated. But I was working another job. But I would do my own makeup. And I would go to work with a full face. Like,
Okay.
full beat, cut crease, glitter, all kind of craziness.
Okay.
And people started asking me to do their makeup. And
Love it.
I started getting more and more practice.
Yes.
And then eventually I'm like, you know what? What would happen if I actually took this seriously?
Did it all the way.
Because I don't like my job. So let's just see what would happen. And after I got married, it was kind of like a turning point. Like in my life, I felt like this is a new chapter. I'm
Yes.
a wife now. Let's see like where I can go with my career.
Yes.
And so I started taking makeup seriously. I got into a salon in the beginning of 2017. I got married the end of October 2016.
Okay. Into October. Yes.
2016, and I went into a salon in the beginning of 2017, and I never looked back.
Go T.
And then I left my job, and everything has been great.
It's been amazing. So let me ask this: what would you have to? What would you tell your early 20 self?
Stop being afraid. I was so afraid. Like,
Really?
I mean, I feel like I was afraid of everything. Like even in, like just with work, everything. I was just always afraid to do stuff.
Yes.
And I wish I would have done it sooner.
So we often talk about, what do we often talk about? We often talk about how being nice and being sweet, it pays off. Do you find that pays off for you? Or do you, like, comparing to, like, I don't like to say comparing, but for lack of better words, comparing yourself to who, or other experiences maybe that you've had with poor people skills. Do you say that being nice pays off or no? Or does it matter?
I believe it does, and it actually is like funny that you said that because I believe everything that goes around comes around.
Yeah.
What you put into the atmosphere is what you get back. And I was literally just telling my nephews this. So we have I stay in a neighborhood. It's predominantly white.
Mm-hmm.
We have like a Asian couple on the side of us, and then an older white couple, and they're both elderly on the other side of us. And you know, it snowed crazy. And it was super heavy snow and icy. Mm-hmm. So my nephews were over, and basically they were like they're like, let's go and see if we can shovel people's snow and get money.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
So basically they went to our neighbors, and one of our neighbors, she said, well, and I had noticed too. So just to preface, I noticed too, this neighbor, like on the one side of me, he always is the first one to do everything. He's the first one to shovel, the first one to take his trash out, everything. I noticed that he hadn't shoveled, and that was unlike him.
Okay.
So when they went over there, they told them that he had a stroke, and basically that's why they hadn't shoveled. But basically they would see if maybe they can get, I think maybe their son or somebody else to come shovel.
Okay.
And it had been a couple days since it had snowed.
Okay.
And so when my nephews came back and told us what happened, and you know that they didn't even have the cash to like give them to shovel,
Yeah.
I'm like, let's give me the money back.
Yeah.
We're gonna give it back to them, and basically I'll pay you for shoveling their snow. I told my nephews I'll pay you, and my nephew said like he's like well why would you do that? Have they ever done anything for you? And I was like, no, they haven't. But what you got to understand is sometimes people just need a little bit of help.
Yeah.
And don't always
That was
do
nice,
things
see?
expecting things in return. And this just happened yesterday. Like, don't ever do things expecting things in return. Sometimes just do stuff because that's the right thing to do, and you can be a help. And
that is so sweet, T.
so basically, the cream cheese, I made sure it was melted in the butter.
Do we need to see this?
Yeah, probably so.
Because the consistency is rather different.
So basically, it's not going to get super soft, but basically it's no longer in the block form that it was.
Right.
But it's softer.
Are we trying to get that into a liquid form?
No, not fully. So
Okay.
the way we're going to get it into a liquid, and we're turning the heat down because you don't want to do this fast. You want to do it slow.
Okay.
And it was high already because it was the same burner we had to. So we frying it a little bit. But,
Sorry for me. That was me, y'all. Y'all know I like to cook everything fast.
So now we're going to stir in the heavy cream. So I told Key that the only seasonings I feel like you ever need in life is seasoned salt, garlic, onion powder, and pepper. That's it. And you can get fancy and switch up the salt and not do seasoned salt and do Himalayan pink salt. Are you laughing? You're coughing. Are you okay?
Oh, Lord. Yes, girl.
You need water? What do you need?
I'm sorry. I know. I just was inhaling too much pepper.
Here, drink some water.
That is the T. I'm okay. So let me tell y'all what T gonna do. If somebody look like somebody dying or passing out, T gonna say, "What is it that you need? How can I help?" She gonna stop what she doing and just help. I love that about you.
Well, just in case you need it.
Thank you. See, I'm gonna drink the water just because you said I want to make sure you all right. And look at the cup you bought me. It says a friend loves at all times. That's so ugly.
Okay, literally.
That's a scripture. Oh, there goes scripture, Proverbs 17:17. A friend loves at all times. I know that's right. Okay, so you said you would tell yourself to not be afraid. I think a lot of young ladies who are watching are going to get something good out of this. Because how many of us are afraid when we try to start something, or when we just like, I know I'm not supposed to be here for this long. Yeah. However, I want to ask you this. We talked about being nice too. I want to get back to that. Okay. Do you think that you left right?
My job?
Yes. Every place that you felt like you needed to move from, is there a such thing as leaving right?
I do believe it is.
Okay.
I don't like bad blood.
Okay.
I think that's just like me personally as a person. I don't like having bad blood with people.
Okay.
I don't like feeling like I did somebody wrong because I got to sleep at night and know that I did somebody wrong.
Yes.
And I'm just the type of person, I overthink things.
Yes.
So I ain't got time to be thinking about how I done did somebody wrong. Like, I already, on a normal basis, be like, I hope they didn't feel any type of way, or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So I do feel like I left my job right.
Okay.
They knew I did makeup.
Can you give us an example of, like, what is right? Like, what does that look like?
I communicated, and I told them, like, you know, hey, like, I need time because this stuff is going on, and I need to take care of myself.
Okay. So the reason I asked is because I think that we're all, like, our culture is so all about you and taking care of yourself, and I think there's a such thing, but I also think it's a such thing as considering the next person, but not at the expense of yourself.
Yeah.
I think, too, that it's possible that, you know how we say things come back around full circle. You don't know who you're going to bump back into that may, you know, give you another big break or whatever it is.
Oh, true.
And like you said, I just don't want to walk around with bad blood. Now,
I don't want to have bad blood.
am I going to have to make some decisions that may not always sit well with everybody? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I do think there's a way to leave certain things, and it's like I walked away with my character. I walked away with integrity.
Exactly.
And like you said, I didn't burn a bridge. So if we do circle back,
it's not going to be an issue. You don't have to. I don't like walking into a room and feeling awkward about something because I know I did somebody wrong.
Yeah.
I don't like I don't want to do somebody wrong because I don't want people to do me wrong.
I don't want to come back to me.
Ever.
Yes.
Again, everything you put into the atmosphere comes back.
That's right.
It may not come back immediately, but it will come back.
Yeah. Yeah. So we were then mentioning, you know, your story with your nephew.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, basically, when I said that, they understood. So when they gave them, I actually ended up having them take the money back to them. So I said, go ahead and, sorry, this happened 2 days ago. So they actually shoveled for them the next day.
Okay.
So, which was yesterday.
Okay.
And basically, I said, you know, let's go get some salt and put the salt down for them and all this stuff or whatever after you shovel them.
Yeah.
So after they did it, I said, here, like, they basically needed to take the money back to him.
Okay.
So when the lady answered the door, she was like, you know, I think she said maybe she didn't have the rest of the money or something like that. And they were like, no, like, my aunt and uncle said give the money back. You know, that we weren't going to take any money. And she didn't take the money back. She didn't want to. She's like, no, it's okay. When they came back in the house, I asked my nephews, I said, how did that make you feel? And one of my nephews was like, it made me feel really good. He's like, because I could tell, like, they were happy that we just did it. Yeah. And they were super, like, appreciative. And I'm like, and that's what you should want from your interactions with people. Right. To feel good when you leave an interaction with somebody. To feel like you did something to help somebody out. And you shouldn't expect anything in return.
That's right. Okay, so I love that. That was such a great lesson.
Yeah, so. Okay. I don't know. I feel like even when I have kids, like, you got Chloe now. So I feel like when I have kids, I want to be able to teach them how to be a better human being than even I was. Yeah. And that might sound super cliche, but I'm super serious because I believe that it starts with us. Like, everything starts with the parents. Like,
and you just said, you know, I feel like that sounds super cliche, but unfortunately, I don't think that it's as cliche as we think it is, because it's just, you know, we bump into different people and different experiences, and it's like, well, you know how we'll talk about how some people will say, everybody, what do they say, common sense ain't so common. Yeah. So, you know, and that's not us speaking as if we're angels or perfect, but
and I'm not by far.
Not at all. So the reason I asked too about you know, being nice, because sometimes women in any industry, if we are stern or meticulous, I don't even want to call it meticulous, because the word meticulous kind of comes with a bad connotation as well. But what I'm trying to get at is that sometimes women can be perceived as a certain kind of woman that's not so good when we stick to our guns and say, this is what I'm doing, this is what I want, and blah, 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 blah. And sometimes it could be, oh, she's not so nice. Like, great example, I was doing a sound check just yesterday or the day before. And I was just like, I need more sound in my monitors on stage. And no, I said I needed less sound on my monitors on stage, and I needed more sound in the house. So the sound engineer came and was, you know, basically talking to me as if I didn't know what I was talking about. Why do you need sound in the house? Because I feel better when I can hear what's in the house, and I don't like everything up front. I know what I want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He immediately walked away from me and was like, you're rude. I'm like, I didn't say I know what I want. I just said I was just telling you what I want. I need sound here, and I know the levels that I want, and I know the levels that I want in the house. But all of a sudden, because I was clear and precise and direct with what I wanted, while you came out and, you know, kind of thought that I wasn't knowing what I was talking about, you wanted to make me rude because I didn't back down once you thought that I was ignorant of what I wanted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you also, I mean, this is literally what you do for a living.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have everything sounding right and make sure everything is where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I think you have to be direct.
Yeah.
Like, or else people will walk over you or have you in a situation where stuff not right, and now it's looking like you don't have your stuff together.
It's looking like
you ain't got your stuff together,
Right.
and all because I was being too timid or too mild
Yeah.
and couldn't speak up.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally Kierra Sheard.
Nobody.
And you're literally Kierra Sheard.
Thank you,
You
but-
can't say nobody when you a Grammy award winning
Thank
artist.
you, sister.
So I'm just saying, you are somebody. I mean, we all somebody, but you are somebody, and you
Thank
literally
you.
care about stuff like that.
Thank you.
And that's a lot.
Thank you.
A lot.
Thank you,
So,
T.
Okay, so I want you to taste the sauce.
And I'm not being a butthole.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
It looks good.
Oh, it's gonna be lit.
It looks good. Ooh, it's thick.
I can thin it out some more.
No, no, no.
Yes.
No, T! No! Tia! T is not gonna mess it up.
No, it's not.
T!
It's not going to mess it up.
Why'd you do that?
Because it's gonna thin it out some.
T, we didn't even taste it to see.
Well, we gonna taste it after it get hot
She
again.
just poured the whole bottle and looked at me like, yep. T!
Okay, so a tip is you can use like half and half, so it's not so rich. Because this is gonna be super rich. I'm just
Okay.
letting you know now.
My shrimp is done. In case you're wondering what I use this for the shrimp. And it's actually one of Jordan's friend's uncle. So shout out to Big Mike's Blackening Seasoning.
Oh, that sounds good.
It do sound good, I mean, and it is good. It's actually really good. So what are we doing?
Okay, so we need plates. Our plates. Your broccoli
Here are
looks
plates.
so good.
Thank you. I like a little burn on mine. I know you don't like a
No,
little
it
burn.
look good.
You
I'll take
sure?
yours less burnt.
Do y'all like burn on you?
But so you never put yours in the air fryer?
I have.
And isn't it good?
I'm still working on the air fryer. I haven't gotten all the way with it. You got to pray for me or help me with it.
I love. Is that your air fryer?
No, my air fryer is burning. No.
Is that the air? This the air fryer?
That's the air fryer.
Oh, that's an easy one.
But the way y'all be doing stuff like on Instagram
you
and
literally
TikTok,
just pour it in there.
it don't be coming out all the way right. Something's not
Oh,
happening.
you probably just gotta learn your settings, like what to put it on.
Okay. T, don't look at my noodles like it's nasty.
You know what it looked like?
The
looked
stuff
like-
for the Chinese food?
Yeah.
Brussels sprout
Yeah,
things.
it looked like bean sprouts.
Bean sprouts. And I'm calling them
It
Brussels.
looked like bean sprouts. That's exactly what it looked like. Is your shrimp is done, you said?
So what I would have did, but we're following T's lead, is I would have put the noodles in the sauce so that it's like drenched. Then I would have put the shrimp on there.
So the way we do ours at home is we put it on. We put the meat, whether you have chicken and shrimp or whatever.
Look how we switching this. That's retarded. It's hilarious. Not retarded.
Then
Uh-oh.
you put your sauce. Oh, let's taste it first.
Okay.
Because if it's not right, I don't want to put the sauce on.
Let's make it, if I can make it pretty too. Okay. Is it too rich? Not you on your own job.
That sauce is lit.
Is it good? Was this
lit.
my spoon? Did somebody lick off of this spoon?
That's the one I was stirring with. We
She's
gonna
putting
add
something else in there.
just a little
Look,
bit.
she moving my hand too. She don't want me to taste it yet.
No, my sauce lit. Oh, that's what I forgot. I need pepper.
See, this is terrible.
Oh, I know you. I know. I know. You're not talking about my sauce.
It's delicious, actually.
Okay, where's the pepper? Because I don't think I put
This
pepper
is
in here.
good. Pepper.
And we just gonna
Really
make it a little bit
good.
worse than what it was. We just gonna add a little bit more cheese.
Ooh. Okay, so let's pour it. You want to get us pouring the last final dish? We should have some kind of cute something, but we don't. We gonna make it look pretty. Praying for us. All right. Good job, T. Good job.
In the words of Mark, good job.
Okay, let's try. So I'm cutting my noodles, but you don't have to cut yours. And I'm also gonna mix this together.
It's real good, ain't it?
Okay.
I'm gonna taste the noodles separately so I can get an opinion of them all by themselves.
I actually think the noodles add a different something to it.
Really?
We wrapping it up. Love y'all. We getting out of here. This was fun. We made Alfredo sauce with tea, and we did shrimp, and we also gave you a healthy alternative so that you can balance out the goodness and the juice that we put in there. And we have a side of broccoli. So actually, you have protein, vegetable. You have a keto diet. What you want to say? You don't agree?
Actually, yeah.
See?
Maybe.
See y'all. Love y'all. Bye.